everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Huffman Racing Radio presented by Cannabis Cultivators here at Huffman Racing. It's been 2 weeks, and like we said, we are being consistent, but not extra consistent.
Not at all.
We need to take a week off. Brett's been in New Smyrna, and I've been down in Daytona Beach, and we've had a lot to talk about. We've had a lot go on. We're going to touch on that in its entirety in this episode. But as usual, sitting beside me are my co-hosts, RJ, Big D Williams, and Seth. Who's your daddy, Brotherton? How we doing, fellas?
Great.
Living the dream.
RJ, where's your hat?
On the ground. I don't have any sponsorship hats, so
Also, you are looking for individual sponsorship.
no.
Hey, that's an idea.
So
Well,
keep
I
the
mean-
record straight here. RJ's not being a team player.
Oh no!
He's
no,
looking
hold
for-
on. Whoa! I asked for a hat last time, and all y'all had was that. And then what came out? Well, RJ, you don't like these hats,
Our plug
which
is
he
not
is
very
right.
good.
I do
I
have.
have nothing to wear to represent
We're
the
working on it.
sponsors of the podcast.
We're working on it.
I wish I
I'll get
did.
that. I do have some new merchandise that I just picked up in Daytona this weekend.
That's not in his car. He thought it was in his car, but it's actually in his wife's car.
It's been long
It's okay.
3 days.
Okay.
I ran, speaking of long 3 days, today I ran the diesel truck pulling a trailer out of fuel on the way back to Carroll Speed Shop.
And how'd you do that?
The gas went to empty
'Cause
on
you-
interstate.
So you're trying to eke it out, watching the miles
No.
per
Yeah,
gallon.
being Landon.
Yep.
No, it was a quarter
100%.
tank, and when I left the shop, I had a quarter
It
tank.
says I got 2 miles. I can make it there in 2
Yeah, I'll
miles.
park it on empty for John.
There was 70 miles left when it ran out, but it said it had a quarter tank, and I know you're not supposed to run a diesel truck low.
Is it one of them 2 tankers?
It's a Duramax. It's
Does it
a
have 2 tanks?
Chevy dually.
Two fuel tanks? Does it have 2 fuel tanks?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, it has DEF
Well,
fluid,
obviously not.
but that's
You know,
required.
you can
requirement.
use DEF fluid as fertilizer for your grass.
I didn't know that.
I heard it smells like piss.
It's kind of what it is.
Oh, is it?
Urea.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Oh. Like, is it like cow piss and like collect it?
Well, anyways,
Farm.
I ran out on the way, and I had told myself that I was going to pull off at the Statesville Sheets because it was only like 14 miles from the shop. And leaving with a quarter tank, I'm like, surely I'll be able to get here. So I got on 40, was getting off on 150, exit 150 on 40 to get gas, and it literally started spitting and sputtering right as I was about to exit, like a half mile from the exit. I'm like, oh, shit. I think I can still get there. So I was coasting that baby, and I'm like, man, maybe it'll like do one of those things where it gives you like 20 miles an hour worth of oomph to
like in
Like a limp mode.
limp mode.
yeah, to edge it to the gas station. Anybody know anything about edging? I do not. I was just wondering. It's a term that RJ was talking about earlier.
Yeah, we have no idea what it means.
And I had to call Rob, and Rob had to bring me gas.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
yeah,
I
he
bet
was
that was a
super
good time.
thrilled. Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
I
I
Did he tell you how proud he was of you? And,
well, he actually said there's got to be a problem because I should have had enough gas, according to what the truck was telling me to make it there, which I do agree with. I also did not introduce our great producer, Bert Suggs.
Sorry, bro.
Oh man,
Sorry, Bert.
Do all this work for nothing?
I
Yeah, I
know.
know.
All this-
welcome to
real.
Huffman Racing,
For
Bert.
real.
No love.
were we on time today, Seth?
Hell no. 45 minutes behind.
No, we weren't. But
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
we don't have wires hanging across the
I mean,
room
to be
anymore,
fair,
so-
Landon said like 6:30, and I knew that was a lie.
Oh, no.
No, I got here at 6:30. I didn't say we were recording at 6:30.
Well, the question
I beat Brett
was,
here.
what
Yeah,
time
you
are we
did.
recording? Landon said, I'll be at the shop at 6:30.
And then Brett.
Okay, I didn't say we were recording at 6:30.
Brett came. Well, then we confirmed. Well, he wanted to change it to tomorrow because we're getting our signage tomorrow.
Yeah, we
Yes.
still don't have signs, but that's
Right.
coming, folks.
It's
on
coming.
its way.
He wanted to change it till tomorrow for the signage, and Brett's like, no. 8
Yes.
o'clock is when we're going to record.
I did get
That's
shut
exactly-
down.
yeah.
See, I appreciate
And then I was,
that about
I was a
Brett.
little bit late.
That's why I love
I was
Brett.
trying my hardest to
It's okay, Brett.
be on schedule. That's
Look,
my
I would
fault.
rather be 45 minutes behind on the day we said than plan 4 days in a row and never do it.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, all I
that's
wanted
not-
to do was support our sponsors here on Huffman Racing Radio. We have a fantastic,
Well,
awesome, kick-ass sign that's going to be going right here behind Seth and RJ.
Which y'all
Name
will
them,
see
name
next
them
week.
by the way.
Yeah.
Who's our presenting
Cannabis
sponsor?
Cultivators, presenting sponsor of Huffman Racing Radio. First year, that they've come on board. And this is also first time we've done the podcast in a long time, so very fitting. Anything new happened in the last 2 weeks other than the topics we have planned? What happened to you today, Seth? Anything? Today was President's Day. You had off, right?
No. There's no holidays.
Today was a holiday.
Oh, no. Today was just a Monday, really.
In every way, shape, and form.
Well, I was safety wiring a car today, the front end of Connor's car, and I was tightening the last safety wire piece to finish everything, and it snapped, and right as I was pulling down, and the safety wire went all the way through my finger.
Have you had a tetanus shot?
No, I probably should, though. It hurts really bad, but I felt like this podcast was more important.
Yeah.
No, that's a commitment right there.
Nobody needs that.
Yeah, so I got up, and it hurt really bad, and it was bleeding, and I walked over, and I didn't realize it had went all the way through my finger because I jerked it out already. And I go over to the pit box, I'm looking at it, and Justin come over there like, oh, what happened? And runs over there and is like staring at it. And
The worst injury he's
and
had.
then he
working on race
said,
cars,
yeah,
I'm
and then he
sure.
said, oh my God, dude, turn your finger over. And I turned it over, and there was a hole on the other side of my finger. And I said, holy shit.
Whoa.
This is happening.
This hurts way more now that I see what
That's
actually
exactly
happened.
what it is.
So yeah, I've had a good day today. I built. You want to know what I accomplished at work today?
You gotta
I'm scared. I'm scared to ask.
Go ahead.
Well, I was an hour late because I ran out of fuel.
No.
And then I built crush panels
Oh.
and a side skirt for a car. Put a radio harness in one. I put roll bar padding in one.
Did Justin have to redo it when you finished?
No. I think that's pretty much all I did today, though.
Hard day. Hard day's work.
A successful day considering, but overall,
How many
hard
hours
day.
did you work?
I got there at 10, left at 5:15.
Okay. That's
Didn't take lunch, though.
working through lunch.
Yeah,
Blue
you know.
collar.
Yeah. Well, I ate lunch, but in 15 minutes.
Did you clock out for
He
that?
What did
took
you
a
eat?
15-minute
Yeah, he
lunch.
took a 50-minute
Protein
lunch.
bar?
No, I had chicken and rice. We don't clock out there.
Oh, so you get paid
He doesn't
for
clock
lunch.
in there either.
No.
There is no time clock.
Yeah, there's no time
Is
stamp.
there a clock in that
He's
race shop?
salaried.
There's
No.
a clock, but it ain't one you punch.
Yeah, on the microwave.
All right.
Is that the only clock?
Yes.
Well, I've had a busy day too.
What'd you do, Brett?
Enough about you guys. I mean, I've been gone in New Smyrna for the past, feels like an eternity. I was there for
9 days.
9 days.
Brett,
Left right from Florence.
did
What's
you
up?
visit any local establishments?
I didn't have time, dude.
Well,
I was
I'll
on the
tell you, old
racetrack
Southern Soul
from
Barbecue.
sundown. I tell you, a place I did go to, and I've never been there before, Panda Express.
Oh.
You've never been to
Never been to
Panda?
Never been to Panda
That's some
Express.
good
Are you
stuff.
sure it wasn't
When
Miss
it's
Panda?
fresh.
It was Express.
I used to work at the Kangaroo across. Well, it's a Circle K now, but I used to work at the Kangaroo across the street.
It was Panda Massage Parlor.
Oh,
Brett walked in and said, you give me Tuggy?
Yeah. $80.
$80.
Happy ending.
So I'm a little worn out.
If Brett's wife listens, he knows nothing about those.
I have no idea what you're
he
talking
never would.
Brett's embarrassed, guys.
about. Oh no, I'm turning cherry red.
All right,
Just
thank you
gonna
guys
leave
for
the
being here.
camera.
We're gonna hop into this episode. Thanks for choosing to watch this video. If you're watching it or listen to it on all the good, beautiful podcast platforms, we've got a lot in store. We're gonna talk about Ram Race for the Seat, the final episode, and some good stuff that happened in that, and my take on it. Talk about Daytona, my trip to Daytona, and a little bit about the racing weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to recap the Florence icebreaker. I have raced. We have
His
started.
race.
Yeah, we have started
Race
the
he
season.
was in.
Yeah, thanks for that, RJ. All right, we're going to get into this episode. All right, I guess we could start with the icebreaker, and I'll be honest with you. Florence is still the shit on my ass.
Yeah, that was painful to watch.
Well, it
I was
hopeful-
optimistic the
yeah.
first 10 laps.
We were optimistic there until 10 laps, and he fell back, and he rode around for a little bit.
I mean, I stayed in the top 5 for probably half the race.
Wait, how did you guys watch?
Ultra
A
broadcasting.
Discord bootleg link.
No.
I purchased a subscription and canceled right after.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I canceled mine.
We're
so
probably going to need it if we run Speed Week. At
what was
Kinley.
our last race? I think who was on New Year's Bash was on Ultra, I think.
I think so.
So I had it for that, and then I killed the subscription, and luckily enough, the subscription didn't run out for the icebreaker.
Oof.
So
Just squeaked by.
Timed it right.
by.
Yeah, we honestly, if you didn't keep up with it, those of you watching, we debuted our brand new car at Carroll Speed Shop as the first race on our new Reynolds Racing chassis. Beautiful IBCI paint scheme on board for this year. And we actually honestly had, all jokes aside, we had a pretty decent weekend. We just didn't finish where I felt like we could have. We didn't make the right adjustments towards the end. We qualified good, by far the best I've qualified at Florence.
Definitely.
Probably should have been top 5 in qualifying, but they hand clocked the 2 cars that were fastest.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, that's the timing and scoring takes a shit. So they got 3 guys up there going, Gah!
And then they take a combination.
Quick time!
And then they take a combination of each one's time that they get on stopwatch and then add that together and divide it by 3, because I think that would be a lot fairer.
I don't think that's what happened.
Did they say anything in the drivers' meeting about
They
any
said
issues they might have ran into
I feel
during
like
the
this is
day?
a common occurrence at Florence.
Well, I don't know how
or
many
any
of you know.
lack of issues they were planning on having?
For information, the pole sitter to the South Carolina 400 was also hand clocked.
Yes, that's why.
So whoever's up there, I'm going to take my transponder off and chuck it and try to get a hand clock when I go back
Landon
to
Huffman,
Florence.
T-Lad.
Drain all the battery out of it.
Yeah, it was a little unfortunate that happened, but given the circumstances, we still qualified 6th. We were only like a 10th off of 3rd or 2nd, I think. 2nd. The pole was way faster. Not way faster, probably about a 10th faster than anybody else, but 2 or 3 tenths quicker than us. So
Who was on the pole?
Carson Brown,
He was on the pole for the...
same guy who got
400.
hand clocked the year before
Yep.
at the South Carolina
Yep,
400.
yep.
And nothing, I'm not saying that this is a conspiracy theory against Carson Brown, because they were fast. The Pulliam cars are always good, but it's just funny that it's unfortunate for him that it happened to him twice.
With how many sets of tires they put on.
Yeah.
I'd hope they'd have some qualifying
Yeah,
speed.
they did. I think they went through about 5 sets of tires for the icebreaker.
How much money is that?
Well, it's $875 a set. Can you do quick math?
Not that quick.
$875 a set.
4,200.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost
around
5K in tires for a
And
race
this-
that pays 5K.
Then a set to race on.
Yes,
Set
it
the
was
race
a
on.
race set.
there. It was an expensive week for them.
Yeah,
for
but
5K.
that's the norm in late model racing at this point, honestly, from the majority of the field, at least everybody that's got significant funding. But as far as our race goes, qualified 6th, ran inside top 5. We debated, so I had a conversation with Dad and John, John Carroll being the owner of the 57, just before the race. And we chose to raise the track bar for qualifying. Felt like it helped. But we had all decided we were going to lower it prior to the race because it was an impound race. We should have left the track bar where it was at because we lowered it, and then immediately when the race started, I was tight. And we had messed with the track bar during practice, and I was tight, free. Like we were right on that edge where one adjustment could make or break the car, which I think is good because the car was very responsive, and to be a brand new car, we had no issues out of it. But we decided to lower the track bar, and I was tight from the get-go. And at Florence, if you're tight, you get tight through the middle, and then it snaps free on exit. So it's like the worst of both worlds. And it just compiles, and then when it's time to go, you just don't really have anything. So,
Is that why you couldn't run as high as Galinsky?
well, I had
You tried to get up there, but you were nowhere near as high as him.
No.
I had so much rear brake because I was tight that when I decided to move up, I was wrecking loose on entry under braking. So then I tried to put front brake back, which I always mess with the brake bias in the car. Like that's one thing I manipulate all the time. But this being a new car, we actually attached the brake bias to the side of my seat, and I'm always having it on the floorboard. Like I make a little aluminum piece and attach it to the floorboard. Well, we mounted on the seat thinking it would be better, but I had like a T-Rex arm trying to adjust on it with no leverage. So I was like, giving her
didn't
a
try it
salt
out.
bay, trying to put front brake to it. I couldn't get it into it. So it was just a disaster trying to put front to it. So I never could get the front brake back in the car. I think if I could have done that, it would have helped me run the top better. But if you're free on entry, like I probably should have finished, I think I was running 10th, and I was going to finish 10th, and I ran off the track in 1 and 2. And I gave up 2 more spots with like 3 to go. I got loose on entry and it like overstepped.
Where Galinsky ran off the track? Because he ran off the track
Yes.
there one time.
But it was funny. RG was hauling ass.
Yeah, I
But he
texted
hauled
Dad.
ass for 10 laps.
I texted Dad. I said, "Look at RG on the top." I said, "He's coming." He said, yeah, dipshit's up there too. I said, yeah, in the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, RG was like half a car, maybe a whole car higher than you a lot of times.
Well, when he got to me,
like dust flying.
I tried to move up, and then they kept saying he was showing showing half a fender higher. So then I just went to the bottom and let him go. But thankfully, when I ran him back down, I raced him for a couple laps. He was so damn bad at that point. He went to the bottom.
I'm just really glad he didn't wreck you.
Well, he went to the bottom and let me go. But listen to this. We had a bet. We had a $100 bet for qualifying and for the race. So I beat him in qualifying. So I had $100 already. Well, then in the race, he passed me. But then he was giving it back to me. So I was on the outside through 3 and 4 when he went to give it back to me. And he just acted like I wasn't there and drove up into my left side down the front stretch. And that was the only tire marks. Only tire marks I had on my car the whole time was freaking RG. And then afterwards he got out and was like, yeah, you know, I gave you that, so the bet's void. I'm like, no, brother, that's not how this works. So all in all, we finished 11th. We actually finished 12th, but we had a disqualification for illegal truck arms, which is a thing that's happening right now. It seems like every year.
What's illegal about them?
They are not 3 inches in width from the back to the front.
So the same width all the way down.
Correct. They should be an I-beam, basically, is what a truck arm is designed to be.
So is it smaller in the front or in the rear?
But they are tapered. 3 inches, not in width, in height.
Okay.
Yes, it should be 3 inches in height all the way through. And they are building a taper. So instead of it being 3 inches and then tapering at the very end down to the monoball to create clearance for the, a lot of people are doing that to create clearance for the seat because otherwise the truck arm, remember in that PRW car we had, the truck arms literally hit me in the ass?
Yep. You had to cut out the seat.
Yeah, so the front of the truck arms are tapered to fit, to create clearance. Well, Hedgecock's truck arms, for whatever reason, and this is, I think, the second time somebody's been thrown out with this, but they are a consistent taper from the back to the front, and not every single one of them are wrong, which to me is a little fishy. Kind of makes me feel like certain people are getting certain truck arms and certain people are not, which opens up kind of a can of worms, if you get my drift. So, because the truck arms under our Hedgecock car are 3 inches all the way through. So I don't know. I mean, it could be error. It could be human error, but
I mean, he made that Facebook post saying,
yeah, but I think there's a little covering ass happening here.
Could be.
Yeah. Because because Glenski's Hedgecock truck arms are legal. But then you got, LPP and certain other teams that run Hedgecock that are finding out their truck arms are illegal. I don't think that they know that these truck arms are
Did you see the post that Reynolds made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically an advertisement.
We've got legal truck arms here.
Fit all chassis. Yeah, I mean, Jay's obviously super smart. And
he was on Dale Jr. Download.
Yeah, he was. I was listening.
Hedgecock was? I haven't even listened to that.
It's really good.
It's a cool episode.
Yeah, Jay's a good dude. He's a racer. He's been building race cars since the 90s.
No, before that.
Building race cars.
Before that, 70s. I'm telling
Hedgecock
you.
Racing Enterprises.
Okay, so he might have had his own, but he was building them in his own shop.
Yeah.
If you listen to the episode, you'd know.
You're quite the historian.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good one.
Yeah, that's why we have RJ on this podcast, is all the history that oozes from his mouth hole.
I know a lot of NASCAR history.
You should. That's all you do at work.
So I guess what I said earlier seems like I'm making an awfully rash statement, but it just seems odd to me. No. It just seems odd to me.
Yes.
That not every truck arm is legal or illegal, especially when somebody like Reynolds is making the same truck arm and they're all legal. And I understand the differences and how some are measured a little different than this or that, but by the rule, it's illegal. The rule says it has to be a 3-inch I-beam from front to back. And if there's like a straight taper and it's not tapered at the very bottom, like 3 inches and then tapered up to the monoball, then
it sounds like it's intentionally being tapered from the back.
To me. And there is an advantage. I don't give a shit what people say.
Flex? What would be the advantage?
It creates flex. Yeah. Naturally, if the front of the truck arm is narrower then the rear of the truck
Not
arm is
nearly
going to
as
create
rigid.
flex, which could create turn, which could create drive. A lot of different, factors there. So hopefully it gets figured out. I don't think that Pulliam had any idea that his truck arms were wrong. Because I don't feel like if they knew that stuff was wrong, I don't think that they would race it. I think that it's just the truck arms that they've ran in their race cars and they're putting them in the cars, not checking them. And
I guess it boils down to them just not checking them, just taking them and just throwing
because
them
why
into the
would
car.
Lee?
Yeah, why would you?
Why would you
You don't think about
jeopardize?
that.
Yeah, especially in a position like that, somebody like Lee Pulliam who's making a return, which we talked about on this show, coming back and looking to continue to find funding so that he can keep racing as he should, and he's just not going to risk embarrassing his partners and the people that support him for that.
So how many cars did they check that on post-race?
I guess the top three.
Top
so they
three?
did not check the other Pulliam.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. If the other Pulliam car had the same thing equipped, or if it was like, hey, you've got the bad truck arms, I've got the good truck arms, something like that.
No, and I think normally the 62 car is a Hitchcock car, and I'm pretty positive they had their Reynolds car there. So
We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Who knows? Yeah. So we'll see how it all works out. Hopefully, they can get it all figured out, and Jay doesn't have to make 1 million truck arms for people that have a bunch of bad truck arms, because that would be a tough pill to swallow.
A lot of money spent.
Yeah. And I got confidence they'll get it all figured out. But we need to, because Cars Tour's coming up, and we can't be having
Truck
Would
arm
have been
race.
this weekend. Let's talk about that real quick. Cars Tour was supposed to kick off this coming weekend.
Yeah, I guess it ties into the Florence still a little bit, because
That's when we found out.
We found out there, and the same people are operating both tracks. So
Do we have a reason as to why?
You said
no,
weather, right?
Well, they're just saying the facilities weren't
It
up to
snowed.
snuff.
It snowed a month ago. We're canceling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's pretty much what the post said.
I know. That's
I know.
what
I feel
I'm
like
saying.
they're
Like the
there's
shit
that's not,
wasn't going to melt by now or something.
no way that's the full story. No, there's some shit happening. Something's
Something ain't adding up.
something's not working correctly between, obviously Coastal Plains hasn't operated. It did for a couple races, a smart tour and stuff like that after it shut down last year.
Right.
And then Steve Zacharias took it over to an extent. I don't know what exactly Steve is operating there versus Florence. I know Steve owns
But
Florence.
same
so-
ownership.
Same ownership, but Steve was operating it for the guy.
Right.
Different management group, I guess.
Okay.
I don't really know the ins and outs of that. But
Are you disappointed that it got canceled?
I'm disappointed that they didn't make it up at a different track.
I mean, you look like a hero there the other year.
Yeah,
Until you
for a
ran
little
slap
while.
into the side of Dale.
Well, Dale wrecked me that race, honestly. Yeah, Dale Jr. wrecked me. You can go back and watch it on my YouTube channel.
I just remember you running
I was
into him.
leading. I led almost every lap of that bitch till I got wrecked.
Oh,
My man,
God.
he just wants to be the most hated mother in the world, don't he? Oh, you wrecked me.
No, we were actually dog shit.
Yep.
And
I ran up front to get that bonus money is what we
Yeah,
did.
but I got the halfway bonus, and I led the most laps, and I finished dead ass last, and I got
how much money did you make? You
and
made
I
a
got
good
more
chunk.
money than the ninth place
Yeah, that's
finisher.
right.
So y'all
That's
can
right.
suck it.
That sounds like good strategy.
That's called strategy,
Paying the bills.
and it paid off. Yeah. So no Coastal Plains Cars Tour. The season will start at Southern National Motorsports Park.
Where would you have
Next
liked them
weekend.
taking the race?
Oh, that's a good question. Franklin County, Virginia.
That's a good. Yeah. Do you
Because
think they,
We
do you-
love Franklin County around here.
It
great
is a
track, great
badass
place? But do you think they would be as prepared as they needed to be for the Cars Tour, as Coastal Plains would have needed to have been?
I think it would have put on a better show.
Oh, absolutely a better show.
So I think that's all that really matters.
What was that show that Franklin County was? Remember that? We watched that where he hit the gate. and
Oh,
tried to pull
hell
it back
yeah.
With the wrecker.
There used to be
What's
a
his name?
reality show that Franklin County had. I
don't remember what it's
Whitey.
Was it like Moonshine Capital?
Yeah, something like
Promotions or
that.
something
Something like that.
Yeah, but this was
Moonshine-
you can
Moonshine
find it.
Capital.
It used to be on Discovery Channel, I think, or some shit.
I don't know. It was entertaining.
Franklin
Yeah.
County on Discovery Channel?
Seriously, they had, because they would race on Saturday, and then like the press box that's to the right that has all the windows blown out from the fireworks.
We learned that
That
story.
was a church. So
Yeah,
they would have church there on Sunday right after the race on
right.
Saturday, because the guy that ran the track was a preacher, or the guy that owned the track. Well, so-called preacher. I don't know what certifications are needed for that, but so no Cars Tour this weekend, but we will have Car Tour next weekend. And looking forward to it. Starting off the season good. Not a terrible start at Florence, but not exactly what we were looking for. But didn't tear it up. And the best I've ever qualified at Florence, and honestly the best speed we've had all throughout the weekend there. So looking forward to continuing to work on our race cars and get better moving into next weekend. Now is one of my favorite parts of the show, and that is to thank our wonderful sponsors here at Huffman Racing. And it just so happened to be that last Saturday, while we were in Daytona, was Valentine's Day. Ooh. Did you do anything with your wife for Valentine's Day, Seth?
Went to Red Robin.
Red Robin, what'd you eat?
A burger. Jalapeno heat wave.
Nice.
Was it hot?
I bet that made for some good bedroom activity afterwards.
It didn't mess me up too bad.
What'd you do, RJ?
Nothing.
No, you don't have a Valentine this?
Nope.
Maybe next year.
Maybe.
Well, our friends at Cannabis Cultivators have something for Valentine's Day. And you can order all of these items right now on their website. We're going to put a link in there, but they have a brand new line called Crave out, and there are multiple products involved in this. One is a personal lube. One is a CBD massage oil. And the other one, get this, botanical libido tincture. Got any idea what that is?
What is a tincture?
Yeah, what is a tincture?
Well, I know what a sphincter is,
Well, that's what I was thinking.
but I don't think that applies necessarily to this. Although it could.
I think a tincture, isn't that the little dropper?
Yes. I think you put this on your tongue, I'm assuming.
Or underneath.
I could be totally misbranding our
Austin
sponsor right
might
now.
have said underneath.
Probably should have studied these products before we talked about
Well,
them.
I do know what it does.
What does
All
it do?
It relaxes
Clearly-
the botanical libido tincture, relaxes the body, calms the nervous system, and it heightens sensation. Naturally, all these products contain CBD. They're built to relax and increase sensation, help out with all intimacy at home. So make sure you check out.
So if you're nervous, drop some underneath your
Yeah,
tongue.
use your libido tincture and drop some droppage on your tongue.
Yes, these products honestly seem like they could be very useful.
Oh yeah.
Could be. Do we have a discount code?
Not yet. We're working on that.
Free
No
fee.
discount code yet. Just go buy the shit.
That's on cannabiscultivators.shop. You can
It also contains
pick up your
ashwagandha.
tinctures.
Yes, cannabiscultivators.shop. You can go get all the Crave products they just come out with. We'll post a link in the comments section on this video and then in the bio on all the audio platforms if we can do that. I'm not sure if we can do that or not, but we'll also share a link on our socials so you guys can check it out. Because when your body feels aligned, everything else follows. Ram race for the seat's over.
It is over.
Finally over. We just had the race at Daytona. Ram is back. They've returned with the winner of Race for the Seat Season 1 Mini Tyrell. So those of you who've been keeping up with it, hopefully you enjoy the show in its entirety. We talked a little bit about what I thought they could have added or done a little bit better as far as production goes, but I will say that
They still did a good job.
really enjoyed the final episode because I felt like it showcased racing. Mm-hmm. South Boston's a great racetrack. We all know that, but the late model cars, in my opinion, were the best car that we drove. Not just because I drive them, but that's the best car to demonstrate what real racing is. I mean, you can, run into each other a little bit, and it makes for good content and a little bit of drama. And come down to the final race, Minnie and Carson were
1 point.
neck and neck in the points. 1 point, which we really kind of knew but didn't know on the show. Actually, we thought going into the final day that the top four all had a shot. So
A shot at the seat.
a shot at winning the competition. So they really didn't talk about that on the show, but in the house, the top four actually thought that we had a shot. We all four did interviews at Colleague. So not just Minnie and Carson did those interviews, but myself and Mike Christopher as well got to go in and talk to Matt, Chris, and Ty, which was a cool experience. And, they asked us a bunch of questions. And those interviews were actually probably 10-ish minutes. Like they were decently long back and forth. And they asked us a bunch of questions, good questions, great questions, actually. I had to.
Can you care to share?
What's a great question that was asked?
Honestly, I don't even remember. I've drank so much since then at Daytona.
You should stop drinking and
It was
get your
Day-
life together.
It was Daytona. Daytona. Yeah, so it felt like we had a shot
Keep them on track.
going into it. mainly because we didn't know what the subjective points were. We knew kind of around the idea of where the solid points were that we were given, but we didn't know about the media challenge, which I talked about. We didn't know that that was even a challenge that awarded points. And then we were continuously told that there was subjective points, which they ended up showing the subjective points on the show, but we were under the impression it was going to be a lot larger than that.
So like per
Yeah, just based
thing.
off of what you're driving, what, if you're in a bad car one week or one challenge, how you handled yourself, racecraft, which they did break that down. They just didn't award a ton of points to each one.
right.
Yeah. And I actually did well in the subjective points too, which helped me, in the final points tally. But come down to Carson and Minnie, 1 point separated them. And I thought it was smart that they both had to run the same car. It definitely worked out a little bit more in Minnie's favor because of the people that Carson had to race against in his race. Because a lot of the guys that were in Carson's race were late model stock guys.
Who did he have? Did he have both Kelly brothers?
He had Jared Fryer,
Jared?
Cade Brown, and I can't remember who the third car was.
Might have been
Maybe Austin
Rife.
Beers. Rife
Maybe
was in the
it
second
was
one.
Beers.
Yeah, I think it was Beers.
And then the fifth one was, I don't remember without going back and watching it. I'm sure those of you watching or listening right now know, but Minnie is at a little bit of an advantage because he races these cars. This is what he's done his whole life. Carson has some asphalt experience, which they don't talk about on the show. He was a Legends World Champion, national champion. I don't know. Yeah, national champion.
Yeah,
I think they
world
mentioned
champion.
that.
Like he
Yeah.
won. Did he not
Road
win
course
like
and
dirt,
oval.
road course,
Yeah.
and
The trifecta. I
Yeah,
think.
outstanding Legends driver, which showed in the show. He kicked our ass in the Legends cars, except for the first week because the cars were so separated. But on the road course, which was in the second to last episode, he wore our ass out for sure. But he probably drove over his head a little bit in his group, just trying to make up for it because Minnie won his group before him, which put the pressure on Carson. Carson basically had to finish second to win the seat.
Right?
Yeah, second would have tied, and he would have won the tiebreaker because he had. I don't know why he would have won the tiebreaker. All he had to do was basically finish one spot back, I think.
I want to go back to Minnie's.
Or he might have had to win, honestly. He might have had to win his because I think Minnie might have actually had the tiebreaker because of winning more competitions at that point. Because I do think he had won more challenges, but I don't necessarily remember. Either way.
I want to go to Minnie's race for a second. Do you think Trevor Ward gave it to him? He kind of just.
I don't think Trevor gave it to him. I think Trevor raced him smart because of the stakes. Like, I think that's Trevor being a good race car driver and not being a dick.
Yeah.
Because he definitely could have been a dick. So I give Trevor that. And also, South Boston is where Trevor cuts his teeth, given a different race car. He runs Reynolds cars, and these were RNS chassis. So that is a little bit of a shake-up. But
he drives one-handed. That's pretty damn cool.
yeah, so does Boo Boo Dalton. He's
Yeah,
the only
Boo Boo
other
does
person
too,
that
yeah.
I've seen do that in like modern race car
Seems like
drivers.
Booby just keeps his hand down here and then.
Yeah,
does the
I
rest
was
of it.
very surprised to see Trevor do that.
Trevor has his shit down here.
Yeah,
beside his
I
lap.
can't believe that. But turned out really good for TV, in my opinion. Great side-by-side battles. I actually won a competition. I beat Chase Burrow, and so I got into the final race for $50K, and I won a race in an RNS car, guys. Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. And I will say, usually RNS cars have been my enemy in recent years, but I learned from watching Jared Fryer at Caraway, and there are certain things that Jared did, braking and wheel input and how he approached the corner, that I don't think are natural for me when I drive. Like how I like to brake and the things that I do in the car to make my car go fast were totally different from how he was handling the car. It pissed me off, but then after watching him, I learned, and I was like, okay, if I'm a good race car driver, I should be able to apply this. Mm-hmm. At South Boston, I felt like I applied what I learned from Jared, and it did make me a lot better in the RNS car there. And I felt like I gained a lot of respect for Jared, but, I started to figure out a little bit of what it takes to make the RNS stuff.
So you could tell
go.
that changing what you were doing was actually
It was making the
benefiting
car
you.
drive better for me. And I told Marcus Richmond that, during the whole show, he obviously could see I was frustrated at Caraway, but I felt like I stayed pretty positive, and at South Boston, he could tell that I had done what I needed to do to get better at figuring out how to drive the car. So I was pretty happy with that. And all jokes aside, Marcus and them still give me shit about, our history with RNS cars and how I tend to talk about how they plow a lot, which I think I did in the first episode, jokingly, because they do give me a lot of shit, but I have a lot of respect for how hard they work, and they actually crushed it with the late models in this entire show and what it took to actually put that on. They did it, and even had some issues throughout with the motor being blown, and I think Minnie's rear end broke at Caraway. And they did a really good job at being efficient, making sure that they were on time the best they could with swapping the cars out. And I did feel like the late models were the most even cars that we ran throughout the whole show.
How many total cars did they bring?
They had 7 cars there at every race.
5 for the
2
competition.
backups and 5 primaries. So
that's a lot of work to get 7 cars ready.
I was proud that one of our local teams got an opportunity to do that and be a part of it, and they did a really good job. So props to Marcus Richmond and RNS Race Cars. I still prefer to drive a Reynolds, but I did have fun at South Boston racing them, and I had a good time. And Minnie Tyrell wins and goes on to Daytona.
You know what they could have done to make that last episode better?
What's that?
Remember in Crashorama, the flagpole race, where they put the cone or the tire in turn 1, and you had to go around it in a circle and keep going?
Oh, yeah.
They put a chicane in for the Legends cars. They could have put a tire out there for the late models.
Yeah.
Smack dab in the middle of 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Right on the pits.
Yeah.
Or just put pieces of jersey barrier in the middle and just
something.
say you got to
some
split
kind
it.
of obstacle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good thing. They probably didn't do that.
That would have been entertaining.
I did get to race for 50K. Never in
Did
my
you win?
life. No, I started dead last. I drew dead last. You can't start dead last in a 15-lap race in South Boston.
Carson walked the dog.
Started on the front row.
He had a bigger carb.
Bigger carb. Carson's going to watch this.
Finished
He'll be like,
second in points. They had to.
The biggest carburetor.
Minnie couldn't win the 50K and the ride. They had to do something.
if you pay attention to the show, at one point, they did put this in there. I didn't think they would. I struggled the first couple of laps because I had not drove that car. A couple of them got the same car. First time I drove that specific car. And I lost some ground early, and then I ran Jared down, and we were running Minnie down at the time. And they said, Landon Huffman, the fastest car on the track, the last 4 laps. And then they showed me, and I was working on Jared. I had actually figured it out, and I was like really confident at that point because if they could have got a caution early, I'm like, damn, I might could roll the top or do something to give me a shot. Well, then on the damn restart, I did roll the top, and they got together a little bit, and I actually got outside of them almost 3 wide top for the lead. But the way that they kind of got together and rolled up in front of me, it was probably going to be a crash.
Run.
Yeah, it killed my run. So I had to like back off and try to cross back over, which I did cross back over and try to make it 3 wide again. And then me, Minnie, and Jared raced like hell the last 4 laps and let Carson get away. So it was cool to see Carson win, especially after how dejected he was losing the seat because that was tough. I mean, he was that close and knew he needed to perform, couldn't get it done. And
Well, now he knows he's racing at Martinsville.
yes, Martinsville 2025 in the 2026 in the 25 truck will be Carson Ferguson. So that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing him do it. I think he can do it. I think he's an excellent talent. He shows it on dirt, every weekend racing against the best in the world in dirt late models. So me and Carson have become pretty good friends, and I know that he'll do well moving forward. And hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Maybe I'll get a shot in the 25 truck so I can show that I can also do it at the old age of 30.
Well, what I want to know is some logistics of the show. What was the downtime in between each event you went to? So, like, let's say you were at VIR with the Legend car, and then you turn around next episode, you're at another track. What's the downtime? Because as a viewer, you think it's the next day.
Right.
A lot of it was. So at the
Seemed
start of the
that way.
show, we did Ace Legends cars, and then
You did Caraway late models, I feel like.
No, after that, you did the go-karts. Episode 2 was
go-karts.
go-karts.
it didn't go in order.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. It's after the fact. I mean, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change how the show pans out, but the order that you watch the challenges were not exactly the order that
But the last challenge was the last challenge.
the last 3 were.
Okay.
they changed the go-karts. We actually did the simulator and the media stuff. No, the simulator came before the go-karts, but we had like a 3-day wait period. And I think it was because the host, Jacob Laughlin, was gone to New York to do... Laughlin's his last name, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. If not, I'm so sorry.
RJ, historian, can you tell us?
I don't know about
Cooper
this dude.
from Landman.
I didn't even know he was an actor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cooper from Landman. Awesome dude, by the way. Off the camera, kick-ass dude. Drank beer with us. Had a lot of fun. Super cool to be able to do that with him and see him like interact as himself and not, an actor on a show.
A movie star.
Yeah. But he was gone to New York to do
Make money.
Landman media and shit like that for the season 2. So I think that they had to build that lull in the show, which we literally were stuck in the house for 3 days not doing
No
shit.
phone, no internet, no
Yeah,
nothing.
so
what did you do?
Yeah, what did
shooting
you
basketball, cornhole, and then it was like 35 degrees one day, so we all started playing
Cornhole with a bunch of
shuffleboard.
dudes?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge cornhole guy, though. I played shuffleboard. I was part of the Bush Boys. We played shuffleboard. Yeah.
You didn't do any fishing in the pond?
We did, but they would not give us rods until one of the first things we requested, actually Tanner requested them, was rods and a tackle box to start with. And then we requested multiple, and they didn't give that to us until over half the show was done. But I think they wanted, when they got all those clips of us fishing and they did a lot of media stuff at the pond, like asking us questions for social media, a lot of those like random question reels you see, that was all done in the same day while we were fishing.
Did anybody else notice Landon was excluded from a lot of those social media?
I did
clips?
notice that. What was going on
What is
there?
that all about?
I have no idea.
I'm like, oh, where's
I
Landon?
think
Landon's not on here.
Yeah.
The ones at South Boston, I do remember I was doing something, like maybe I was pulled to the side because they were
I
getting
saw
all those.
one where you're congratulating, I think you shared it though, where you're congratulating Minnie on top of a trailer or something. Oh no, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, like
I've
the
seen
one
it.
where they were asking the questions, like the history,
Oh yeah, they
where
didn't
was
do,
Goodyear made or
And they
whatever.
were
Like you
saying
weren't.
that they were the right answers.
Yeah.
They didn't put me in that because I knew what they were doing. I heard it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're like, "Well, screw you. You're not going to be a part of it." Which was it was. I don't even know how I learned it. I think I was like standing behind them when they did it one time. But then I had to do something. I was doing. They were pulling us aside for the show too. So like the people that were recording all those were just random social media, like people that were helping colleague, or they might work for colleague's social department. That wasn't the actual show. That was colleague doing all that. So if the show had pulled us aside to do an interview, we weren't able to
That
be
took priority
over
obviously
the social
over-
media stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't think I've ever sat on the couch with a reality TV star before.
Me
Have you?
neither.
Yeah. Well, probably
Get
a one,
used to it.
one and done. Yeah.
I've partied with the Daytona 500 winner.
Yeah, we've been drunk with him before.
Yes. I
was
was gonna talk about this later in the show, but now's a great time to just go ahead and segue into this because we're segueing into the Daytona. Actually, it's great segue, guys. High five, high five, high five, high five.
I'm good at this
High
stuff
five.
sometimes.
Daytona 500 champion Tyler Reddick
Hard to believe.
party with us a lot.
Came to Hickory with us.
A
Yes.
lot. He was there with my
Tyler
for my
was
Crash
once
Rama
a
win.
very
He was there for
Yep,
Crash
he's in the
Rama win.
picture.
You're right.
yeah. He was on the wall standing up.
He was there for RJ's
Yeah, he's
Daytona
in the picture.
500.
Yeah. that's for damn sure. I didn't even think about that. So Tyler Reddick and I became friends while my dad was working at Brad Kozlowski Racing. Tyler had just basically come onto the asphalt scene. He was racing dirt late models, and he'd won a Rockingham K&N race, I think, where he crashed Brett Moffitt coming to the win.
And
And
Schrader's car, right?
yeah, Brett lost the championship because of it, which it was Brett's fault. Brett crowded him like up into the fence
Typical Brett's.
coming off of two. Yeah, something about Brett's. And it sucked because it did cost Brett a championship that actually handed the championship to Kyle Larson.
Oh,
As a crazy Rockingham K&N race, if anybody wants to go back and watch that, a bunch of shit went crazy. But that was Tyler Reddick's first NASCAR win. And right after that, he joined BKR. Could not drive a straight drive. Slung rods out of his BMW M5 because he couldn't shift. And
didn't Rob make him practice?
we had to take him to
And your
Hickory
car,
in a
yeah.
ride-along car.
See, what Landon's trying to say is Huffman Racing taught Tyler Reddick everything he knows.
I did teach him how to speak to females. in party scenarios, party situations. I carried Tyler to a lot of parties with me. We went to high school basketball games and sporting events. And Tyler quickly learned how to be social in North Carolina. And
He's a good guy.
yeah, he was from California, had a Mustang when he first moved here. We drove that, but it was automatic, which was dumb. So he got a, I say we. I drove it.
You're part of Tyler Reddick's life.
Yeah.
A big part.
Yeah.
He got
The
a
beginnings.
370Z Nismo edition. I remember recording a clip in front of my parents' house. Tyler got a new exhaust for it. He's like, dude, get back there and record this. He's revving it up while he's sitting there. It's like, whoom, bam, 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 bam. And he's like looking out the back like this. I wish I could find that video. I'm going to have to look that up. Tyler definitely remembers that video. I know he does. Funny Tyler Reddick story.
Landon
Really
Huffman,
quick.
who?
Exactly.
Funny Tyler Reddick story. Super fast.
Spotter
Listen,
too.
shut up.
We know a spotter.
Yes, we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
shut your mouth.
Okay. Next.
Shut,
What are we gonna say? Say it.
Tyler, at one point we were coming home from, it was either a party or something me and him had both been at, but we drove separate. So I was on my way home and Tyler was running behind. He like stopped to get gas or something. And my mom was not at the house at the time. So I was already at home, got there. Tyler arrived not long after me, walks in the house. We sat down and my mom then pulls down the driveway. We didn't think anything of it. Okay, whatever. She comes in the door mad as shit. Tyler Reddick! I'm like, oh, shit. Tyler's looking at me like. She walks in there. Is this your Mustang? Yeah. Why the hell did you pass me over here on Keesler Road like that? And Tyler was like seeing ghosts. He was looking at her like, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. She's like, how fast were you going? You had to be going like damn 90, 100 at least. She said, people get killed on that road. Tyler was so damn scared. I thought that he was going to shit himself.
Probably did. He didn't say it.
I'm pretty sure
robbed
he
it a
left.
little while ago.
Yeah, like he left not long after that. He was like, I'm sorry, Miss Huffman. I'm sorry, Miss Huffman. I'm going to call Tyler and see if he will FaceTime in and interact with that one story because for 30 seconds, she literally
Had him feeling this big.
made him as scared as he's probably ever been in North Carolina that very moment.
Somebody tried to pass us on Keesler Road in the hauler one time. I put them in the side ditch. We had the van and open trailer, giving it all she had. They wanted to pass me. I just moved across the center line.
Hell yeah. In all seriousness, it is really damn cool that Tyler won a Daytona 500. I mean, the fact that I've seen how far he's come when he first came to North Carolina and started his NASCAR career, and for him to be performing like he does at this level, I can't even believe it's the same Tyler Reddick. Like, seeing him interact with the press and do what he does, it's pretty remarkable. And
It is, but it isn't. You know what I'm saying?
well, Tyler
I just
is,
wish he would get a normal damn suit.
what's wrong with his suit?
God, I can't stand the IndyCar style
the-
pant
yeah,
legs.
yeah.
Tyler,
Needs the boot
get some
cut.
damn boot cut suit.
Need the
Listen.
boot cut.
My old aforementioned Windshield Deep podcast with Dylan, the very first guest was Tyler Reddick.
Yes, it was.
I think that's still somewhere live on the YouTube.
It is. Yep.
We recorded it on a couch in Dylan's room in his old house. So also what RJ was saying, another good friend of ours, Nick Payne, who has not been at the Cup level long at all.
He made it to Cup with Tyler. Like
His
that was
first ever spotting job was Carroll Speed Shop.
Was it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Nick Payne started spotting at Carroll Speed Shop for Justin and for some of the rental deals that they had. And that's how I met Nick, was through Justin Carroll as well, which it's crazy that I'm driving there now. And I literally just talked to Nick at Ocean Deck in Daytona, which I'm going to talk about here momentarily, right before, I guess it would have been on Saturday, before Sunday's 500. And super cool to see both of them make it to where they're at and succeed and win at the highest level and on the biggest stage in the Daytona 500. So
It's super cool because they're super great people.
yeah, awesome dudes.
Yep.
Nick has like the most grassroots background whatsoever. And, you know, Tyler, to watch him fight through the industry like he has and have ups and downs. And he literally just hosted the Harley J. Earl Trophy with Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
In victory
Michael
lane
was
at
like
Daytona.
3 steps down compared to where Tyler was, so he could hold it up with him. You see that?
Pretty
Cool as
funny.
hell. And Tyler's got a family now. He was actually dating Alexa back when we were hanging out. So he was bringing her to parties. So she got to be friends with my wife. So that's kind of cool. And then, seeing him with his kids is pretty damn cool as well.
is.
You know, I'm thinking maybe one day I'll be up there hoisting a trophy and have my 2 pussy cats, sitting in the background in cages or something.
They have one on each. Brooks holding one, you're holding
Be
one.
like Lion King, where you hold it over your head.
At the ripe age of 50 years old.
Yeah.
Winning
NASCAR
his
Cup
12th
Series
Tri-County
rookie at
championship.
51 years old, Landon Huffman.
Giving
Still
Harry Gann a run
childless.
for his money.
Yeah. No, super cool. Another thing that we did this weekend, and this is running a little long, so we'll keep this brief, but got to go to Daytona with our Broken Antler whiskey, freshly announced. Brand new sponsor here at Huffman Racing. Shout out to Broken Antler Whiskey, which is a division of Sugarlands, and also the same company that owns High Rock Vodka. But we'll have Broken Antler Whiskey on our 75 car all year here at Huffman Racing. We're going to run 12 to probably
48.
Yeah.
Started with 6, already up to 12. We'll be at 50.
12
Just
to
wait.
50 weekly races in our 75 car with the Broken Antler Whiskey branding. And we kicked it off this weekend in Daytona at the
By we, he means him and the car and Broken
me, my
Antler.
wife, and John.
John
Carroll
Go?
from Carroll Speed Shop went with
Not
us.
Brett. I was 10 miles away.
Yeah, Brett was at New Smyrna and didn't come hang out with me at all. He was working, making money. That's so overrated.
Well,
Yeah.
that
Somebody's
broken,
got to do it.
that broken antler mine made you feel better.
It would have.
Cured your
It
sickness
is
a little bit quicker.
very tasty stuff.
Yes.
Very good.
Just released a new flavor, salted caramel. It's caramel or caramel?
Spiced apples coming to.
I'd say caramel.
Spiced apple is what I'm
I saw
most
that
looking
the other
forward
day.
to.
I'd say caramel.
That's,
No, if you mix
Well,
that
you're
spiced
you're
apple
canceled.
with
What
the
a-
salted
Jesus
caramel, oh god,
Ooh,
that would be
caramel
like a-
apple. Ooh. That's gonna have to be.
That sounds like some fried pickles are going to be coming up.
RJ's first
That's an
experience with
inside joke.
Sugarlands.
Yeah,
He drank
that's
some
an inside
banana
joke.
pudding shine and puke fried pickles everywhere.
RJ's birthday. We
There was
gave
an
him
orange
some Sugarlands
creamsicle.
moonshine, and he had just ate fried pickles from Boxcar, and he projectile vomited everywhere in 10 minutes and fell asleep on the gravel. So that was
That's why I
incredible.
don't
night.
drink
But
often.
in Daytona, we visited some local establishments. Not what you're thinking. We went to Ocean Deck. Ocean Deck is an outstanding bar, voted the #1 beach bar in the world.
In the world.
In the
Oh.
world.
You didn't take me there that time.
Isn't
No,
Daytona,
I didn't know about it then.
Oh.
isn't Daytona the most famous beach in the world?
I don't
It
know about
is.
that.
No, it is.
That's what I thought.
That's true.
Yeah, well,
Why?
I don't know.
It's shitty.
no, easy. Now
I've
it's
lived
stuck
there.
in the 80s.
Okay, if it was in the 80s, maybe, but I don't know.
I went to Daytona for a country music festival one time. Sat out on the beach, drink beer all day. I was as red as that suit on the wall right there. I hurt so. That is the worst I've ever hurt in my life.
Well, speaking of music festivals, our race car
Lynyrd Skynyrd.
was directly
Look at that
beside.
segue.
Yeah, directly
God,
beside the
we're
stage.
getting our groove back, bud.
Directly beside the stage at Lynyrd Skynyrd. And Ernest played, and a couple of comedians came out. Bert Kreischer did a segment. It was kick ass. I mean, it was
Ain't he
honestly
the comedian?
yes, comedian. He organized
He
everything.
takes his shirt off.
takes his shirt off. Travis Pastrana got on stage, took his shirt off. A bunch of people took their shirt off. No women. No women.
Pastrana's a really cool guy.
He's super cool. I talked to him a little while, and there was some juices flowing through the alcohol variety, but it was a good conversation, and I had a great time. I'm telling you right now, if anybody has the opportunity to go watch Lynyrd Skynyrd in person at this point in their career, highly recommend it. It was the best show I've ever witnessed live, and they crushed it. And I don't know if it was because the venue wasn't massive. Like, you think of Lynyrd Skynyrd, you think of 150,000 people in a sporting venue watching these guys play. This was in a convention center, super nice convention center, but it was only 10,000 people there. So it was
Only 10,000.
well, that seems like a lot, but like in a giant convention center like this, it wasn't.
They
Like
weren't
everybody
compact.
stood around it. There wasn't seats. So you stood around the stage, and our car literally was right beside the stage. and they just absolutely crushed it. It was an awesome experience. So,
Did your hand get tired from signing autographs?
No. I
Because you
could have
didn't
signed
sign a
some more.
lot?
No, I signed a decent amount. Signed a bunch of whiskey bottles that people actually went in and bought at Total Wine. We had the car at Total Wine and more too. We've done that every year, so that was a cool deal to go back and see some of the same employees that still work there that come out and get their picture made, and met a lot of important people. It was a great business trip for me. So hopefully we can turn that into some more money,
Mangling.
so I can pay you guys his lofty salary to do absolutely
Have
nothing.
you seen money from him? I can't recall a time I have. I've gone into arguments with him about
Christmas
getting a damn.
cards.
Oh, that's right. That one year.
You got
yeah.
Christmas cards?
It equated to like 3 cents per hour
It
for the
did.
past decade. But
I
hey,
don't
it's
understand.
You got bobbleheads this year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is badass.
Yeah.
We do have our own
That was
bobbleheads.
Mama Huff's idea.
Can't
so
say
let's
that I
be
ever
let's
thought
be
I would have
honest.
my own bobblehead.
That was
so
Mama
that's
Huff's
pretty cool.
idea.
I don't understand why there's a lot of backlash about pay here at Huffman Racing.
Great
Because-
place to work. Great benefits.
It is, yes, awesome benefits. We offer awesome benefits. I'm not telling you that we pay for them, but we do offer them.
They're offered.
They are offered, and there is
Unless
a
it's
wide
unless it
variety
is
of options.
vacation time, then it's denied
Yeah.
every time.
Yep.
Yes. One last thing about Daytona. How do we feel about Natalie Decker crashing after a post-race tech inspection was over?
Wasn't quite a Larry Gunselman, but it wasn't far.
It was not far from Gunselman.
The only thing different was it wasn't
So,
quite as
how-
hard of a hit.
I'm gonna play. So, to me, and I'm no professional, but it seemed like Sam should have had some brakes. I mean, even if you don't have your feet on any of the pedals, when you start rolling up the track,
RJ,
I mean,
he had been wrecked for 3 days. He didn't expect to get smoked.
Well, yes, you're right.
This was about the
But-
equivalent of the light turning green, 7 cars passing, and then some dumbass hauling ass through the intersection on a red light and T-squaring somebody.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
But
The crash
I
out
will
on the radio
was
say that
worse?
she was probably not anticipating him to slide up the track.
No, it didn't look like it.
It just made it worse that she was that far behind the wreck. And honestly, what made it even worse was her reaction.
Yes,
That's what I was
her
about to
crash
ask.
That
out.
has what
Yeah, the radio.
caused all this. Yeah.
It
It
would've
would have been
nearly
fine
as
if
bad.
she wouldn't have crashed out on the
It
radio.
would have been
too.
nearly
Yeah.
as bad if she didn't
No.
have all
It
It
that
wasn't
She
even a
would've
good
been like,
crash out.
"Oh."
It was so whiny.
If she would have been like, "Oh, I'm sorry," like, "Damn it, guys, I screwed up."
Yeah.
Okay, but it took me back to tow truck vibes. Y'all
Did
remember?
you see that?
Those
clip
resurfaced
recently
after
on
this.
the, on the
Yeah.
mat tip?
That was a good
Here's a
watch.
fun fact: I was in that race.
You were in that race.
Yes.
Was
Were
that
you
your
still
first one?
running? Were you still running when that incident
Yes. Yes.
Hold on to what was this race? 'Cause I
Bristol.
don't-
Bristol.
It
Was that your first one?
Oh yes, I
was in the
remember
Young's
now.
truck.
So
I remember now.
You ran 2 Bristols, right?
Yeah.
I remember now.
I got trapped behind her at the start of the race. I don't remember how the sequence worked, but I had come down pit road, so I had to start in the back. And I got trapped behind her on the top, and she was like dropping anchor. I got by her, and then not long after that, the tow truck incident happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not get to witness it from the driver's seat, but I do recall that being quite the escapade. And it's now resurfaced. But I will give Natalie Decker one thing. She has found a lot of money in her career from sponsorship. So she
But
does a
has
good.
she though? Because she doesn't have a full time ride. Is that from lack of money or lack
How much
of?
do you think they charge her for one race? I bet I could take
don't
what
know.
she pays for one race and run 7 off of it. Maybe. I don't know that for sure. I feel like everything that she has done, she's raced some large races. Those races that she runs are probably the more expensive races, but she's not doing it for necessarily a huge team. She was driving for DGR.
during the tow truck incident?
Yeah.
Right.
Which was that's Tricon.
Yeah.
So she can definitely find the funding for better or worse. But yeah, quite the interesting situation. Hopefully, if she gets another shot, she is able to redeem herself and not look like a total idiot.
I mean, it's not if, it's when she gets another shot, because she's going to bring the money and somebody's
Well-
going to put her in a car. 'cause
Eventually,
she's paying the bills.
eventually, this has got to have an ending of
Yeah.
some kind.
Somebody's going to eventually say, hell no, you're not driving my car.
Yeah.
Can we not say the same about Tony Brettinger too?
Well, she didn't even qualify.
I
for
know
the
she
truck
didn't even
race.
make the truck race.
Yeah, but I mean,
I mean, she didn't even make the truck race.
well, you hold it wide open, RJ.
I mean, I don't know.
Minnie Tyrell didn't
And-
make the truck race either.
Did he not?
No, he qualified dead last.
Did he take a
He
provision or
had a
something?
big moment in the ARCA race.
Yeah, he spun himself. Which, again, I mean, I can't comment on that because I haven't raced Daytona, but huge, egregious block. Probably was told to. We don't know.
It
what
could have
the-
been much worse. I mean, at least he spun himself because it could have very.
And he didn't hit
it could have
anything,
been-
but I don't
yeah.
really know
It
why.
could have been a huge wreck.
He lost all those laps. They had a moment on pit road. Of
Because
some
it took him
kind.
forever to get to pit road.
Yeah.
It did take. It was like 3
Like
commercials.
he tried to take off, and then he had to stop because he wasn't getting nowhere. And then they put him on the tow truck and hauled him in there.
I will say, to close this out, I do think that Ram had a successful return. I think that,
Yeah, Butterbean top 10, right?
yeah, Brendan ran well.
Up
He
front
was
the
up
whole
front the
race.
whole time. Justin Haley ran well, led laps.
Led
the
the most
most
laps.
laps.
Yeah.
They ran out of fuel at the end, so that screwed him. And honestly, I didn't think many did a bad job. I feel like they accomplished what they probably set out to accomplish, and that was keep him out of trouble, not get him up in the front pack and him make a mistake just because he doesn't know the draft, doesn't know the air. So he sat back there and didn't crash, didn't do anything stupid. He did smack the fence, but it wasn't his fault. It was like a wreck
He
that
was
happened
moving
in
away
front
from
of
a
him.
wreck or something.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine your first race out of a late model stock car being at Daytona.
in a truck.
In a
Yeah,
truck.
for real.
I mean,
Yeah, so I think that Minnie done a good job for what he was given. He only got 2 laps of practice too, which
That
they
sucks.
couldn't. I think they couldn't get through tech because a lot of trucks didn't even make practice laps. They couldn't get through tech. So I don't know. I thought they did good. I thought that it was successful, but we'll see. Moving into Atlanta. Atlanta's another speedway track, but they run the 1.5-mile trucks. So I don't know how that necessarily will be, but we'll see what the program does at a place where aero matters a little bit more when it comes to the body on the truck.
No, we definitely need to see progress.
Yeah. I do think that
I don't think they're going to hit the ground running up top.
do they win a race this year?
Towards the end of the year, I feel like they might have a possibility. If they work on their shit
I think they're going to win a short track race.
the whole time.
And you got to remember, they've got, a lineup of legends and veteran guys in the 25. I don't know how many or to what extent, but, those people should be able to help build a repertoire of
Notes.
knowledge, and notes on the trucks. So, and Justin Haley's been around forever, I feel like. So he should be able to add to that. And then Brendan, great race car driver. Minnie, good race car driver. I mean, he's going to be inexperienced to start with, but he should be able to eventually catch on. And he'll struggle at the places that aren't like racing late models, but you go to a short track, he should be great. So we'll see what happens, but that's pretty much all we got for Daytona. Had a great time. A lot of fun meeting up with partners I've worked with for a while and getting to meet new people and interact with important people of different businesses and different organizations. So always fun going to Daytona. Maybe next year I'll be driving one.
All right, so we got a couple questions here from the video version of the podcast. We didn't get any reviews, so RJ, I'm sorry, we don't have.
Next week, guys, come on, get them in.
What do we need?
At least 5 stars minimum.
Where at?
YouTube,
You can't leave 5
Apple.
stars on YouTube. Back up.
Apple.
Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah. There you
I mean, hell, you teed me up and I've stumbled it because I know.
We need a 5-star. We need a
Yeah.
on
5-star.
everything, okay?
So, but we did get a few comments and a few questions here on our video version. Talladega Junkie 1439 asked, "Great looking podcast setup, LFH. Who were some of the drivers on the show that surprised you in a good or bad way?"
Thanks, Talladega.
Junkie.
Good. I got to be really good friends with Carson Ferguson and Mike Christopher. I think that both of them have great stories. I think that Mike's story doesn't really get shared like it should in the show. He comes from a legendary Northern modified family in the Christophers, and Mike had great personality, and they docked him $5,000 for wearing his hat backwards, which sucked. but I got along with those guys really well. Austin Beers, he's like your little brother. Not a lot of women interaction, but we're working on that. He's a great race car driver, another modified guy, and he actually did really well in all the late model stuff that we did too, and he's never driven one at all. So honestly, there wasn't really any driver that didn't necessarily surprise me as far as being competitive. So I had a lot of fun, and I hopefully can continue that relationship with a lot of those guys moving forward. And one of the coolest parts is because I had the interaction with them on the show, now I'm more cognitively following their racing career, or even following them at all, because I didn't know who they were or, had ever interacted with them. So looking forward to kind of watching everybody throughout this racing season and see what they do, in their own respective areas.
Another one.
Lay another one on them, Bert.
Not a question, but kind of a suggestion, maybe a question too. Kyle YB4KP on YouTube said, I say Ram should do the whole thing again, but with one major change. Use the SRX cars that are just lying around and have a set minimum weight. Then each driver can use the same car track to track, cap the competitors at 9, and go from there. What do you think about using the SRX car that's just sitting around collecting dust?
So I seen this comment, and this is no bullshit. At the Ram kickoff dinner that they had in Daytona, I showed this comment to Ty Norris and Matt Colleague, because I feel like this is an excellent idea. I think that you're driving a car that provokes driving ability out of the driver.
Right. Overpowered.
It is a difficult car to
heavy.
drive, which I've never drove one, so I guess I can't really say that for sure. But watching the series, big, heavy car, a lot of horsepower, no downforce.
Small tire.
Yep, small radial tire. No, it was a bi-spot tire. Bi-spot tire. But to me, the way they operated the series was giving each driver the ability to adjust on the car, but also trying to make sure that each car was set up identical, because they are all identical race cars. And then the driver having the ability to work on his respective car and adjust it accordingly to fit your driving style. I thought it was a hell of an idea. I mean, those cars are just sitting dormant. They kind of look like an old Dodge anyway. I'm sure you could throw a little branding on them and make them.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, make them look more Ram-like so that they fit the branding for the show. But to me, you could put all 15 drivers out there at once with that too, because you got the cars to do it. So I thought it was a hell of an idea.
Great idea, Kyle YB4KP.
You sound like an
That was
actual
AI
radio
that said
host
that.
over there, bro.
Welcome back to 67 Big Ways.
Yeah. 63 big ways.
YouTube. The last one, and this one's not a question. This isn't a review. This isn't a suggestion. This is anger.
Oh,
Oh, no, we
no
don't
way
do
we
that.
angered someone.
This is anger.
It was
from,
RJ. RJ did it, didn't he?
From Fishin' Fool Lures. Very
Yeah,
poor
this is
choice
kinda
of a
your kinda
sponsor.
fella.
I can't support any channel that promotes drugs. Unsubbed. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Huffman?
First of all, CBD is not
Well,
a
it sounds
drug.
like he's not going to hear this.
I bet he's still watching.
Oh, absolutely.
He's
Don't they
still
all?
watching.
Don't
Yeah.
they all?
All I got to say to you, brother, I don't know where I'm going with this. They tell you you're a piece of go home and don't come back. That didn't make sense either.
No, just kidding. We love everybody that
Brett,
tunes
you
in.
can Fred's clipping that out.
Appreciate
Just
the
make that
comment.
one solid beep.
Okay. What I have to say to you, Fish and Lure, is I hate that you feel that way. And
It's very unfortunate.
yeah.
And I hope you give us a second chance.
You might not like
Come on
drugs,
back,
but do you
man.
like
Look. Yeah.
because Cannabis Cultivators now has personal lube.
Crave.
Yeah, and it'll make you feel right nice and tight.
Yep. Because when your body feels aligned, everything else follows.
Yep. What RJ said. Is that all we have, Bert?
Yep, that does it on my end.
Way to go over there on the final segment, Bert. You really crushed it. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. I knew it would be a little long. We had 2 weeks to cover, so not every episode will be 3.5 hours long. But this
I kind of let it get off the rails
This
a little
one,
bit.
this one was slightly off the rails in typical Huffman Racing Radio fashion.
But that's what
That's
y'all
what the
love.
people love.
That's right.
We do appreciate you tuning in. Thanks again for listening. If you're on one of the podcast platforms and if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. This is going to be coming out regularly. We will have another episode coming at you next week. And proud of what we've done here. Brett spiced it up a little bit more this episode, and we'll have a nice Cannabis Cultivators sign hanging above Seth and RJ. Hopefully it doesn't fall and inflict injury because we, in fact, do not have insurance. We have benefits, but no insurance here.
Insurance ain't a benefit.
But thank you guys so much. Make sure you leave us a review.
Yes, please.
On all the podcast platforms so RJ has something to bitch about.
Yep.
And thanks again to all our partners, Cannabis Cultivators, Broken Antler Whiskey, High Rock Vodka, and everyone else who supports us here at Huffman Racing Radio. We will catch you guys in the next episode.
Goodbye.
We're out.